Hey everyone, I'm Tara. Welcome to our homestead. Today I'm going to be trying to plant some potato patches. I'm doing something a little different. Because the ground has not been touched here for a while, we are going to lay some cardboard down. Our soil is very rocky. There's a lot of shale in it. I don't know how good it is, so in the process of trying to get a better yield of potatoes, we're going to lay some cardboard down, put some compost on top of that, and then behind me here we have an old round hay bale that I'm going to break up and lay on top of that, along with some fresh hay on top of that after the potatoes are planted. I kind of got this idea from Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos trying to learn as much as I can, and knowing that we have such untouched soil for so long, it's been kind of neglected for hay and everything else that they are trying to do here, or that we are trying to do here. We thought that this would be a good way to go, to at least get us started, hopefully get some more nutrients into the ground, let that cardboard break down, and hope for the best. So I will be doing raised beds in this area. It's a pretty large area. I don't know if I'm going to start out as big as it is, but my goal is to grow into the space and not kind of be overwhelmed with everything that's happening. So right now in the area, this was all blank field before. Right now it homes 2 horses. We built that lean-to up there. My son's top of his house, you can kind of see over the bluff there. We have this huge hayfield that runs all the way down around to this big mound of trees and stuff that are here. And it goes down around the corner, kind of cuts off, and then runs along the opposite side of this tree line here and goes down over this hill and comes back up. So it's quite a big area of hayfield. My son is going to do some work on the hayfield and hopefully get that situated so we can get good hay off of it for the animals that we will have here on our little homestead that we are starting. And we live in Western PA. It's pretty chilly today. It's not exactly as warm as I would like to have it up here on this hill, but it's okay. The wind's not blowing too much. It's just a little breezy. The sun's trying to peek through some clouds, but we're gonna try to make it work here. So I thought it would be a good idea to put my potatoes in this area because it does slope. I'm trying to save my husband from having to put raised beds in the area of the slope, so we don't have to try to mess too much with the dirt and filling it and have it be kind of offside. So I think anything that I put in the ground or try to do in the ground will be on this side. We'll see how that works. That could change over time, but hopefully we don't have to, and my plan will work. That, you know, that vision in your head that you get. So I have my stack of cardboard and I'm going to get started. Okay, now that the boxes are all cut up, I'm going to go ahead and start laying them out in the size bed that I want. And I have some compost over there. I have to go get Bessie and get her to work. Hopefully it goes well. Alright, so I have it laid out. It's not very big, but that's okay because I want something that I can manage, see how it does, see how it works. This is all kind of trial and error, which is probably going to be more error along the ways, but that's okay. It's stuff that we will learn from. Like I said in our first initial video, we have had garden areas, but they've always been small. And most of my gardening experience has been with my dad over the years. We lost my dad in March of this year, unexpectedly. So doing all of this has been very hard for me, but at the same time, I know that he would want me to get started on it. It was something that we talked about a lot. They live about an hour south of us. And being up here and doing this without calling him every time something happens or every time I get into a bind and I don't know what to do, it's been interesting for me to try to figure out. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I have a lot of books, I do a lot of reading, a lot of talking with my husband, and we'll figure it out. It'll come, but it's going to take some time. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I still have to make some rows. I still have some compost to use if I need to use it. I can spread out the rows a little bit more and get some more dirt over here, but at least this is a good start. I want to work on that and see how many rows I can get. I think I'm just going to do 3 long rows and see where that gets me. Okay, so froze in the world, but they'll do. It's a little bit breezier than it was earlier. My son came and helped me. So this year I did get some seed potatoes. I have a couple bags. Teach me how to run. I have some Yukon Messy Golds, a little bit, and there's a hay bale that was over there at Home by Depot, the compost. And I had some small red potatoes that started to die. There's no way I was going to be able to go ahead and plant those. He took the tractor and got it over here for me. So I'm going to start getting the potatoes in the rows. Okay, so right now all I'm doing is just laying out the potatoes about 4 to 6 inches apart in the mounds, and then I'll go back through, put them all in, cover them up, and then I'll start breaking down this round bale. From what I've watched, breaking down this round bale, putting it on top, and maybe coming back in a few days or a couple of weeks, and as they start to grow and sprout up out of the mulch and the compost and the dirt and everything, then I'll put a little bit more on. It'll give us